We have some breaking news in the NFL. Harrison Graham and Chase Sr. as there's been a 3-team blockbuster trade between the San Francisco 49ers, the Miami Dolphins, and the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm going to break this down as best as I can, and then Chase and I will give our thoughts on just what has taken place in the last 30 to 45 minutes or so. So you look at San Francisco. This is the big mover, Chase.
Yep.
They move up from number 12 to get the number 3 overall pick from the Miami Dolphins. They're eyeing quarterback. More thoughts on that in a minute. Miami, they get the number 6 overall pick, move down from 3 to 6, which was Philly's pick. So they sit at 6 overall, and remember, the Dolphins still have the number 18 overall pick in the first round as well. They also receive a 2021 fifth-round pick, a 2022 third-round pick, and a 2023 first-round pick. And then Philadelphia, they drop from 6 to 12, Chase, to get the number 12 overall pick, a 2021 fourth, and a 2022 first. Your instant reaction is what?
Shocking. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody could have forecasted a trade of this magnitude, especially when it included 3 teams, right? So, hey, the play for San Francisco, I think they move up to number 3, Harrison, knowing that they are comfortable with whichever quarterback falls to them and whichever quarterback they are most comfortable with throughout the evaluation process. So that's the San Francisco part. For the Miami Dolphins, they trade back. I think this takes them out of the quarterback equation. And I think that the Dolphins are moving forward with Tua Tagovailoa, knowing that the sample size for him last year was a little bit too small. They're also going to implement a newer system this year, which maybe brings the best out of him, and he's able to display what he did at the University of Alabama. Lastly, for the Philadelphia Eagles, they go back from 6 to 12. Harrison, I'm not sure about you, but for me, this tells me that the Eagles are moving forward with Jalen Hurts. They're comfortable with him as the starter for 2021, and they are going to use the small sample size from last year, as well as a full, possibly 17-game schedule this year to evaluate their second-round pick from a year ago, see if he can be the long-term starter, and if not, they will draft or trade for a quarterback in the future.
Totally agree. We'll expand on the thoughts for all 3 teams, the implications for the NFL draft as a whole. Just give us your one-word reaction. I mean, blockbuster, shocking. I think we've used 10 or 12 words that are certainly acceptable for this trade. So let us know, what is your one-word reaction to this 3-team blockbuster? Blockbuster, that's the word for me. I think it's just absolutely bonkers at the end of the day.
Yeah, insanity, shocking, wow, just something that is just massive.
Yeah.
For each one of these franchises. Like, if they make the right choice through the draft, or if they fail in identifying the proper talent, one of these franchises could be sunk for a while.
And let's talk draft, right? Because obviously the draft orders change. Insert mock draft season. Every draft expert on the planet is going to release a new one, and hey, that includes us. So stay tuned on Chat Sports for that one. Draft order, top 5. Jags, no change. Jets, no change. 49ers, they move up to number 3 overall. You got Atlanta, who could be in the mix for a quarterback still, Chase. How does this impact them? Maybe they don't get their guy now. And then the Cincinnati Bengals at number 5 overall, I think it does help them. They don't need a quarterback, so they may have their choice of Penei Sewell or insert wide receiver.
Rashawn Slater or wide receiver.
Yeah, definitely an option. 6 through 10 here. Again, Miami goes down from 3 to 6. They also have number 18 overall, so a lot of draft capital for the Dolphins. No changes 7 through 10. Detroit, Carolina, Denver, and then the Dallas Cowboys rounding out the top 10 draft picks. 11 through 15, the Giants at 11. Philadelphia moves down to 12. Remember, kind of a combined 3-team trade where Philadelphia ends up with the 49ers pick at number 12. And then Chargers, Vikings, and Patriots round out your top 15. But that is the impact for the NFL draft after this blockbuster trade. Let's talk Miami Dolphins now after this 3-team blockbuster trade between the 49ers, Dolphins, and Eagles. Miami, number 6 overall pick now. What position do the Dolphins target at 6 now that they've dropped down a couple of spots?
So if I'm running the Dolphins, I'm going Jamar Chase. If he's available, I'm going Devontae Smith and reuniting him with Tua Tagovailoa or Kyle Pitts to go 2 tight ends with Gesicki and Pitts, who's really, for me, like more of just a weapon, not just a tight end, but that's what I do.
I love this for the Dolphins, by the way. Get your votes in on what position they target, because I don't think anything changes for them, dropping from 3 to 6. All they did is get more assets because, to me, this was the signal, okay, we're going to roll with Tua in 2021. We played him for 7 or 8 games last year. The results were incomplete is the word I will use. I don't think we've seen nearly enough of an evaluation as you look at the top needs here. Offense, build around Tua. You've already built that defense pretty well. I trust Brian Flores on that side of the ball. I think he's got things under control over there, even after losing a Kyle Van Noy this offseason. You're flexible. Penei Sewell, if he's there, take him. If you want Jamar Chase or Smith or Waddle, sure, one of those, if not multiple.
Rashawn Slater, I think, is in play there as well.
Slater, Pitts, you've got versatility in your draft process now with Miami while gaining assets, which I never bought into the idea of them drafting a quarterback at number 3. I think this solidifies it, and it makes it possible for the Dolphins to take pretty much whoever they want at number 6. Oh, and by the way, they still have number 18 as well.
The art of team building. You look at what the Dolphins are able to do with their draft picks. It's absolutely beautiful right now.
Yes.
So right now they're picking number 6 and number 18 in the first round. They have 2 second-round picks, which you can get really franchise cornerstones in the second round still at 36 and 50, 1 third-round pick, and then 1 in the 5th and a couple of 7th-round picks.
5 top 81.
They're going to be able to round out this roster, not only with really good players, but also affordable pieces who are going to be under contract for a few years.
We've kind of talked more about the offensive weapons that they could get for Tua. How about protecting him, though? I briefly mentioned Sewell. You mentioned Slater. Darisaw is more of a number 18 overall type of target for Miami, so which I like as well, because remember, and this is important, Dolphins fans, deep offensive tackle class. So if I'm Miami, I'm leaning weapon at 6, but if they love Sewell or Slater, you could do that and then maybe get a weapon at 18, but I'd rather gamble that Darisaw or one of these other guys, Eichenberg, can be a good tackle as well. I just love the idea of getting Tua a weapon on the outside, but the big bullies are good in this draft as well. Subscribe to Miami Dolphins today. It's youtube.com/Dolphins News. If you're watching on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel, go check that out for you Dolphins fans. It's going to be a fun NFL draft night for the Dolphins, and we'll cover that once that comes. And mock drafts, news, rumors, a bunch coming until we get to that draft as well. Chase, where are you sitting at number 6 with Miami? We've talked weapons, we've talked offensive line. How would you like to see this play out?
This is a reason why I love what Miami did with this trade, because at number 6, they can draft Kyle Pitts, they can go with Jamar Chase, they can reunite Tua with Devontae Smith, and get an elite weapon to help Tua, because by trading back, I think the Dolphins are sending a message, Chris Grier, Brian Flores, that they are comfortable with Tua as the starter in 2021. So at number 6, you go with a wide receiver, and you give him an elite weapon. Then at number 18, that's when you address the offensive line. That is just fantastic foresight from the Dolphins to think about that, make this trade, and still get value back.
Dare I say this as well? What if you take Chase at 10, Slater's still on the board at 10 or 11? You've got the firepower to move up and get them. You could package 18 in both those seconds to get to 10 or 12 from 18, and you could get 2 birds, 1 stone if you want to get one of the top 2 tackles. We'll see if Slater falls, but I think it's possible with the run of quarterbacks and receivers plus Kyle Pitts that could come off the board early in this draft. The point for the Dolphins, lots of flexibility entering draft night. They're in a very good position for this year and for the foreseeable future in Miami. So let's just kind of recap the trade here, because we're getting new viewers left and right here. Over 1,500 live on Chat Sports. We're also live on our 49ers Report channel, Miami Dolphins Today, and Philadelphia Eagles Now. I appreciate all of you that have joined us. Chase and I, we're rallying because we were live for 5+ hours on Chat Sports yesterday for the NBA trade deadline, but we love this stuff. We love doing it for you guys. Here was the trade. 49ers received the number 3 overall pick. As they move up, we believe, to go target a quarterback in the draft. The Dolphins, number 6 overall, they get that from Philadelphia. They also add a 5th-round pick, a 2022 third, and a 2023 first. And then Philadelphia, they drop